Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Crusader Kings III. I have read all of the comments now. Thank you everyone who offered up advice. It was a lot, and I'm definitely not ready to actually integrate it all yet, but I'm going to try my best to keep it all in mind as we push forward here to become the King of Ireland, which is our goal for the moment. And honestly, I think it's going pretty well. We're kind of terrorizing the entire island, but that's effective, right? Like, our economy is functional, we're not going broke, our people don't totally hate us, or at least the ones who do hate us are too afraid of us to do anything about it, and we are continuing to expand. We have more claims to press here. So one piece of advice I got several times is that if I do in fact want to bring Earl Ed MacArt under our wing here, if I want him to agree to vassalage, it will help a lot if he is in fact de jure our vassal. We want him to, we want to own the rest of the duchy that his lands are a part of, so that we have some kind of legal claim that his stuff is supposed to belong to me anyway. And it looks like we've done that according to this lens. His lands are part of the Duchy of Connacht, and we own Connacht. So I'm not sure even why it's still saying that he is not de jure my vassal, but maybe if we... I think we've not had the game unpaused at all since we took this over. It might also be a control issue, right? We have very poor control in this area, so maybe if we can push that number up, it will help. So I think that's going to be our plan for the moment. And then the other thing of import that I got from looking at the duchy thing was Ulster up here. So we already control Ilek, and we have a claim on Oriel. We could declare war on Oriel right now if we wanted. And if we did that, we would own 2/3 of what is supposed to be Ulster. That said, I'm not sure if the fact that this is the part of it that is still called Ulster matters. Like, maybe that will make these areas... Maybe it will be the case that the people who run these areas are supposed to be the vassals of whoever runs this area. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If we have to solve this through fabricated claims in war, that's how we'll do it, because it keeps working. So, while we're working on control and everything, and getting ready for our next war, we should probably make sure that we're improving our infrastructure. Like, we already have a building going over here, and we are not allowed to run another building while that's happening. But we have lots of other holdings. It feels like we should probably be constructing stuff, right? I mean, we don't have a ton of money, but at the very least, we should be constructing stuff that helps us get more money, right? So taxes and building construction time, this is not a very good bonus right here. We have lots of buildings that improve our troops in various ways. Okay, development's important, right? Development is a measure of local infrastructure and technological advancement. Higher development increases levies, taxes, and supply limit, and then on top of that, this building just gives raw tax. And actually, these are the same building. That's weird. But okay, so if we wanted to build one of these, which I think we probably do, development seems important, we need a little bit of cash. We've been doing okay taking spoils from battle. We do still have the ability, right, to... Yeah, we could ask the Pope for money. We could trade off some piety for money and then use the money to increase our... to improve our infrastructure. Honestly, I don't hate that. I don't know what else we'd be saving the piety for, right? I'm gonna do it. I do not have a hook on the Pope. We have no power over this Pope. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's ask for gold. And then, if he gives it to us, we'll use it to buff up our tax infrastructure. And we can modify contracts. So it's true, we do have some hooks. I mean, I went big for this dude. So, like... Can I just be like, hey, give me that? This is an act of tyranny. But if I use the hook... Okay, if I use the hook, it is not an act of tyranny. It's still causes an opinion drop. But he likes us right now, right? Well, not that much, actually. He wants a seat on the council. What is short reign? Decaying opinion penalty that all characters in a realm get with a new liege. Oh, it's just because I've not been king for very long? Or I've not been his king for very long, probably. So that'll fall off over time. And I'm not his rightful liege. Are you sure? The ruler who holds the direct de jure liege title of the vassal's primary title. Okay, well, listen, when I'm king of Ireland, that won't be a problem anymore. So it's an extra 2.5% taxes. It's an extra 0.1 tax money per month. But, like, what else are the hooks good for? Can use to force through many interactions. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then we have a hook on you as well. That will also only be an extra 0.1 money per turn. But, like, given how much we're bringing in right now, that's a significant percentage increase in our income, right? I don't really know. We could also probably use it to modify this stuff, but I don't know if we want to. Let's just, like, make money, right? Let's get money, use it to control, or use it to improve our infrastructure, and then we'll figure out other stuff from there. And yeah, Earl Domhnall wants a position on the council, but he can deal. I do wish that people had more different names. Like, every person we've dealt with so far, I feel like, is either named Domhnall or Ed. And that makes it real unclear when the game refers to them by just their first name. So do we want to raise up and go after this dude? I guess we may as well. Can I see the rally point closest to your realm capital? Yeah, let me set a rally point. I would like to raise up our people over here, right? So how does that work again? How do we set... I'm already forgetting stuff that I learned. There's definitely a button for this. So we could just move the existing rally point. Like... because this is where we're going to have a march, right? And then I think I am, in fact, going to just declare. We may as well push, and his current military strength is quite poor, if I'm not mistaken. 426 soldiers. Like, even without our mercenary company, this should not be a big deal. Yeah, let's do it. Let's declare. I'm sure this will help this guy's opinion of us as well, right? Because we're earning him some more land. Alright, raise up. So 388 gathering. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of gathering to do from 388. Whatever, they'll figure it out. I'm confident. And we got lots of other schemes and stuff running. Alright, let's unpause for a little bit and get some control. Oh, right, the money. Praise St. Matthew, here comes the tax refund. Well, hold on. Before we do anything else then, let me go ahead and throw up the trade port, which seems like it's the same as this building, except it builds faster. Okay. Yep, and as we levy our dudes, of course, our income's gonna get a little screwed up here. What are these guys doing? Hold on a second. Maybe try to meet them on the field out here. Oh, we lost the war led by Prince Robert II the Old. What happened? I thought this was going so well over there. The crown authority of the Duchy of Burgundy is reduced by one step. Prince Robert will owe every Liberty member a favor. This does not actually affect me. I don't actually care about this. Okay. We caught up with them. We're going to kick their asses in a very thorough way, I imagine. And then we will go and claim their territory. Sorry, we will go and claim my territory. Do not let them escape. I mean, really, we're going after the settlement. Should I split off some guys? I should probably split off some guys here. We should make sure that they go down. Sorry, let me select my army here. Because it looks like they're just going to run at... Hey, but you know what? With only 265 men, they couldn't successfully siege here, I wouldn't think. Nor there. Yeesh, what a siege. Do we have our, yeah, okay, we have our siege weapons with us. I guess we're sieging as effectively as we can. I'm kind of curious what'll happen if we let just such a small force go. Will they turn around? Because it really doesn't seem like they should be... Oh, we do only have 179 soldiers over here. They could maybe launch a successful siege. I can't imagine that they would get it done very quickly, though. If that happened, max 8 months left. So they're at 3 of 250. We're at 60, but of 400. It takes longer to siege this place out. I mean, we could march over there and just kick their asses. I guess let's split off a contingent. We'll bring one of the units of bows and then just some bodies. There's 265 of them. So we'll go like actual fighting forces and we'll send a couple of the knights. And then also, yeah, just bodies. But we gotta leave a large enough group of men back here that the siege doesn't get screwy. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Alright, you guys, go and deal with that, please. It doesn't seem like much of a plan, if I'm honest. I'm like... I kind of thought they wouldn't bother going for this. Yeah, I can call allies to war. It doesn't feel necessary. I think we got it under control. Well, we're winning-ish. We're losing more guys than I would like. Okay, Torben Vogtson is no longer a ruler. Whatever, that's fine. Feels like a distant kind of concern. I got a lot on my plate over here, you know. Oh, hey, we captured that guy's marshal. So, let me make sure that we're... Also, people said, hey, use box select on your armies. Many people said that. Seems like a real good idea. Thanks for the tip. So we captured a guy. Hold on a second. How do I interact with my prisoners? Because we definitely have like a... We have taken prisoners on a bunch of different occasions. So what can I do with you? I could send you a gift in prison, I guess. What if I wanted to like ransom him though? Because like money, right? We also could just torture him for the hell of it, I guess. It seems shitty. So what happens if you try to ransom somebody? He'll pay me a small amount. I could demand a favor instead of money. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. I mean, we like money. Alright. Wait. I should have clicked. That said left the prison. I should have clicked on prison. Let's real quickly here. How do I view my prison? Okay, so... Rulers can also arrest anyone inside their own realm. That's interesting. This is viewed as tyrannical unless the character is guilty of a crime. Prisoners are at your mercy. A prisoner of war is a prisoner who's captured during war. Makes sense. But not of importance to provide the captors with war score. Okay, so some prisoners give war score. Hostages are released when the war ends, unlike prisoners of war, but can still be ransomed for release. So it doesn't actually tell me an easy way to just look at all of the people I have imprisoned. Is that a kind of relationship? It feels like that should be on the tab somewhere. Yeah, I don't actually know... Alright, well, it's probably not of terrible import. I'm not going to worry about it too much for the moment. Oh, to the implacable petty king Murchad of Munster, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Liberty War. Hey, it's Prince Robert, again. Is this a different Liberty War? I mean... I guess I will do it again. It didn't harm us very much to join in last time. So Prince Robert and Duke, Boudouin, maybe? Against King Philippe of France. They wanna not be under his... How is this gonna work exactly? So their duchies would become independent of France as a country? I mean, whatever. I guess. If the King of France wants to send troops over here, we'll kick their asses and send them back home. I can't imagine it's going to happen. Okay, a Kaiser. Kaiser of the Holy Roman Empire has joined the war. That's not great. We got some enemies. Whatever. We're pretty geographically removed from the conflict. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, easy enough. You captured Earl Domhnall's guest Tag and his wife. Can I ransom them? Let's see here. So we have a ton of war score here, right? We're getting the full plus 50% from battles won. We're getting 100% because we have occupied all of their holdings. So none of these prisoners are affecting our war score, right? I may as well just ransom them all back to him, and then I'll get a weak hook on him, and that's it? Okay, fine. And also, you. You also get ransomed. Hell yeah, that's a lot of money. Let's let him respond to those ransom things here. Okay, ransom's accepted. Now we will press our claim. Or press our demands. I think that was exactly as effective as far as enforcing our demands as the things we were doing previously, but we just made more money. So, thanks to the people who suggested that. May wisdom ever elude you. Oh, buddy, I am so far ahead of you on this. Alright, so, our man, Domhnall Mag-Aid, potentially, is now an Earl of... Yeah, he gets a lot of titles. We got a hook on him because we keep giving him territory and stuff. Cool. And now we control a significant portion of the Duchy of Ulster. We already control the Duchy of Munster is well in hand. So it feels like things are going pretty well. This seems like a good time to disband all the troops. Alright, and we are still in a war, and that's a real later kind of problem. So let's talk about, let's talk to this dude. I'm assuming very not interested in vassalage. Honestly, it's not that bad. He's currently at war. Yeah, no, I don't need the definition of war. How do I see who he's at war with? Is there an easy lens for that? Probably not. Okay, he's very skullduggery focused. Here we go. Diplomacy. Attacking a claim on the principality of what now? So wait, is that... That's not part of this area. This is what was lit up. Where's the zoom to button? Here. Okay. Way over there, man. So as long as this dude's at war, there's no universe where I could vassal him, but also there's a lot of other numbers in our way on that as it stands. So, I guess I'm not too concerned about that part. Let's worry about Ulster later. Is this guy coming around on the de jure vassal thing? No, he is not. So there's something about this that I'm not yet putting together. So the problem is probably that in the example here, they're like, a ruler may be king of England, but the realm does not yet contain all the lands that are legally considered to be part of England. So then they have a casus belli to seize control of its de jure constituent titles. So the problem is that the title of Duke of Connacht does not exist yet, and as such, I cannot be like, hey, this is supposed to be part of Connacht. But I don't have the ability to just put that title together, right? Where did we see... So right now, this is the title that this is under. I am the Baron of here. Let's see, it does say I'm the Earl of Connacht, though. Yeah, I'm not 100% clear on how to pursue this. Is my council. Are we still pursuing happiness with this dude? Oh, that was a personal scheme swaying him. Okay, we are. It's not super likely to work, unfortunately. So I need to figure out a way... We need to figure out a way to make him understand that he is, in fact, de jure my vassal. Whatever I have to do to make that work. Vassals will decide who their rightful liege is based on what title their primary title is de jure a part of. His primary title is that he's the Earl of this place. So me being the Earl of Connacht doesn't help. Those are the same level. We need to be the Duke of the Duchy of Connacht. Yeah. I think that's right. But we can't create the title. Ah, shoot. How did I... There we go. How do I create this title? Titles can be created by a ruler who controls enough of the corresponding... Yeah, a ruler who controls the majority of a not yet created title's de jure land will be able to create its associated title, which costs gold and gives prestige. So we control, unfortunately, about half of the land, right? Yeah, there are 4 baronies here and 4 baronies in our part. So That's not a majority. I mean, I control the majority of the land by, like, acreage. Does that count for anything? Probably not. Okay, such titles can be created by a ruler who controls at least half of its counties. That is, in fact, that's me. I'm that guy. So how do I do that thing? There's even a tooltip for create title, but it doesn't actually, like, we saw this widget. The issues widget contains a list of titles which you can currently create. Issues. Which one of my 700 buttons is the issues button? Is it one of these down here? I may Google it. I might Google where's the issues widget. So that's my lifestyle. Here's my stress level. Okay, you can create the Duchy of Ulster. Because here we have like significantly the majority of the territory, right? So creating a title costs gold. We do not have enough gold to create the title. 250. Well, I mean, we're working on it. We're making money. We might have to go a conquesting in a couple more places. Like, we still have some more land over here we could formulate a claim and then push for. So how do I see this screen for the Duchy of Ulster? Or the Duchy of Connacht. Here we go. So here you have to have 2 counties. So that seems a little silly, because you can only create the title once you already have all of the land. Like, that certainly reduces its value. Alright, we'll worry about that in a minute. Let's work on the Ulster thing first, I guess. Which means when our sway scheme ends on this dude, we're going to transfer it over to there. And so for right now, we need to focus on making money, which is to say probably going to war again. We have no claims over here, so there are 2 more duchies to think about. Do we have a sense of how strong these people are? Huh, culture Norwegian, really. A 1,000 soldiers, 556, 598. Okay, well, I guess this guy's probably next. Let us fabricate some claims, shall we? Hey, Bishop. And then I guess for the moment we just sit here and gather cash. Okay, let's change up my personal scheme. I don't know if this is going to turn out to be important. It may be the case that it may be the case that creating the title will be enough, but why not give ourselves a little bit of a boost here? All right, and for the minute, time is running. As soon as our marshal is done here, I think we're going to bounce him over to Connacht. So right now we're running at... Yeah, we could speed this up. A scheme at court. My spymaster has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my daughter-in-law Ermengarde. Well, then how do we even know that there's a plot? Okay, the existence of this scheme is exposed. Hold on now. How do I interact with that? That seems bad. We suspect that it will fail? But how do we know that? We know so little about it. How do I interact with this scheme? Is there like a, wow, that seems harsh. Is there a way for me to tell my spymaster that, like, this is his primary concern? I mean, he's already he's already set to disrupt schemes as best he can, right? I guess there's nothing else we could... It feels like I should do something, but I guess there's nothing else we can do. Can I assign her like a bodyguard? I could murder her first. Hey, here's a way to ensure that this scheme fails. I guess we'll just... I'll trust my spy master's got his eye on it. He's probably doing the thing that needs to be done. And, you know, tax money's coming in. We're working here. I think we could probably just, like, turn the speed all the way up for the moment. So we're waiting on a lot of stuff. Oh, my prisoner died in the dungeon. I still have prisoners. An 11-year-old died in my dungeon. Okay. We gotta figure out how to access the prison. That feels bad. Advice? Culture. Every character and county belongs to a culture. Cultures represent many things. Most often, they are linguistic boundaries. But sometimes they are more a shared heritage than language, or even a broad geographical grouping. Characters who share a culture also have a slightly increased opinion of one another. Irish belongs to the Goidelic culture group, which contains the cultures most closely related to Irish without being Irish. These characters will like you a little better too. Culture determines which innovations you have access to. Okay. It is possible to change a child's culture by having them be educated by someone of a different culture. So let's have a look at our culture view. Innovations are the various inventions and adaptations a culture has thoroughly adopted. Although the concept of, say, coinage is easy to grasp, it takes time for a people to completely adopt the use of currency instead of bartering. Innovations provide access to new bonuses, buildings, and men-at-arms for all members of a culture. Innovations progress over time, gradually becoming unlocked, but can progress faster if a neighboring culture has already unlocked them. Okay. So, an innovation can also progress faster by being the culture's fascination. Fascination is set by the cultural head, the most powerful ruler of that culture. That's me, for the moment. And I have a fascination with cultural... I have a fascination with communal government. I read the word cultural while I was talking. Okay. Is this a good thing? Do we care about this? Counties now reach the maximum existing development penalty at 35 development. Is that good? Is that a good innovation? So we're working toward this. Royal prerogative can enact some laws. Oh man, I don't know anything about the law systems. The armillary sphere, which would speed up our naval movement, which, you know, we have used. So manorialism has a green title because it's already known to us. The ones that are green are already known. Chronicle writing can use individual de jure duchy casus belli. Huh. So, can use individual de jure duchy casus belli. So this would give me the ability to just declare war on anybody who controls territory that's part of a duchy that I also control territory of, I assume. Right, to try to unite a duchy. That seems like it would be awfully useful. Although, changing our fascination seems like it's probably not going to matter too much. We are not good at learning stuff. We are not good at figuring out new innovations. I think I'm going to leave it on cultural fascination, because this seems like doable. These other ones seem terrifyingly complicated for our current level of learning. That's a thing that we could work on, I'm sure. You know, build libraries and whatnot. Okay. Where the hell is my prison? How does one... Okay, I thought maybe it would be in here. How about... There's no tabs on the council view. Ah, here we go. In the court. Okay. Who the hell are you? From House... Where? A covetous adventurer. I don't know. I don't have any idea who you are. Okay, I'm gonna ransom you. Sure, a weak hook. You know what? Fine. You also get ransomed. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. Hopefully ransoming everybody off will lower our dread a little bit. I mean, dread has value, obviously. So, Overseer... Overseer does affect the growth of our control, which is a thing I'm realizing I care a little bit more about than I thought I did before, but honestly, it will all get figured out. I kind of want to go this way. Our whole deal is going to be very single combat focused. Basically, we're going to build an army that's playing Dynasty Warriors while everybody else is playing StarCraft. Oh, today I'm observing the Earl as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this, buddy. You gotta step it up. So, if I teach him what I know about command, I will gain stress because I am wrathful. This is out of character. He will accept our advice and gain 3 points of martial and also a bunch of opinion. Oh, if he accepts. He will make a decision based on his personality. Does he seem like the kind of guy who would listen? He's impatient and forgiving and stubborn. Stubborn's not a great trait for this, necessarily. We could cheer him up after training is over, try to form a friendship with him, but that's like really outside of my personality. Or I can just chastise him with for his failure. He will lose a bunch of renown and also... Or he'll lose a bunch of prestige, right? This one's prestige, that one's renown. I'll remember that eventually. And he'll be mad at me, of course. I'm going to try to teach him what I know about command. I know this is only a little out of character, and this definitely seems like the most useful outcome. Nope, he rejected my advice. Too stubborn. As I tap him on the shoulder, he throws up his hands and shouts, "This is not my fault! These idiotic peasants don't know their right hand from their left. How can anyone be expected to turn this rabble into an army? I am disappointed in you. And I'm all stressed out now." Sinful bishop exposed. Oh no. Catholicism's fervor was decreased. A dishonorable zealot, if ever I've seen one. Okay, we did finish our siege workshops. I mean, I don't want to do anything about it. So the title that we were talking about, it's 250 money? Yeah. Alright, just keep working away here. As soon as we have this claim fabricated, going to war is going to help with this a lot. Duke Otto of Meissen has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Waldensianism. An organized Christian faith. We consider them hostile. They consider us hostile. Holding that the accumulation of wealth is an anathema that is incompatible with achieving salvation. Oh, these guys have actually read the Bible. They preach apostolic poverty as being the path to perfection, and believe that priests should hold neither titles nor lands. Having become disillusioned, the opposite of that, with the teachings of the Catholic priests, the nobles of Meissen no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true. Now they believe their new faith properly aligns with the will of God, and they are distancing themselves from their former religious institutions. I feel like we should not, at this moment, convert. Where is this duchy? It's in Poland? I don't care about this. What twisted mockery of our faith is this? This seems like a real someone else's problem. Which is my favorite kind. Uh-oh. A bunch of people are, in fact, embracing the heresy. Well, again, this feels like extremely not a thing I care about. It's interesting, don't get me wrong. But for the moment, I think we're just letting the taxation roll in and watching our claims push. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I... Yes, I did, in fact, forget to have this dude run over here and do this thing. How's control over here now? Yeah, okay, he did it. This county suffers under the harsh attention of the realm's marshal. For a while. Until 1074. Okay. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this stuff. I mean, he seems to do the work pretty quickly. Our marshal is, like, okay at his job. Or okay enough, anyway. I mean, I hate to just, like, run the whole game in super fast forward. Did he do it? It is a lot of money. But we make money when we win wars, and also increasing the tax base is helpful in the long run. Yeah, let's see it done. Let's do it. Let us press, and then declare war. Because you know how I love to declare war. Vastly inferior. That's what I want to see. Okay, let's... Oh, what? Sorry. Pause. We definitely should not be running time forward after that declaration. Okay, here we go. Oh no, Ormond is under siege. Whatever shall we do? I have an idea. Hey look, we're doing it. Ooh, I gained a level of fame. My glory does feel widely known. That makes sense. So where are they going to retreat? Maybe they're not. Did we not leave enough of them alive to retreat? We did capture some knights and stuff. We'll worry about ransom after we finish the siege. Your marshal's average martial skill... Wait, what happened here? My marshal was disrespectful. He upset a mayor. I spent 75 prestige. Guy, come on, get it together. My prestige is really in the toilet at the moment. I cannot afford for you to be doing this kind of nonsense. Alright, well, it's fine. It's still trending upward. We'll be okay. So for the moment, all we're really waiting on is this. I probably should have more things going. Guys just sailing past. Doesn't seem to be an actual problem. Yeah, it does seem like our neighbors are just like, they're profoundly not ready to deal with any of this stuff. Okay. We are in fact swaying that dude's opinion. I forgot about the bribe that was necessary to take advantage of a claim. Or to finish fabricating a claim. So let's ransom some prisoners, shall we? Okay, 10 money. I'm into it. I mean, we're just going to ransom everybody back, basically. Oh, sorry. I have to let him finish considering his proposals. Okay, he accepted that ransom. Earl Domhnall would not be interested in ransoming these guys out. Well, I guess, first things first, let's go ahead and enforce our demands here. Alright, our territory grows. Let's disband the army, because we won't be able to use them for anything else anyway. At the very least, it didn't really cost us much, right? Like, we're doing all right here in terms of raising all of the money that we need to formulate that title. I wonder why it's so expensive. So hey, what's up with this? We're being raided. Well, that's annoying. We'll solve it in a second here. Friendly fatal casualties down. Advantage +5 does seem like a good idea. Alright, well, we probably ought to raise our armies and have at these dudes. So, I may as well just put the rally point right on top of them. Okay, you cannot raise people at a rally point where there are enemies. I was gonna say, because if you could, wouldn't that always be the thing to do? So should we be fabricating another claim? I sort of don't want to pay another bribe, but also we do need to keep expanding. Well, let me clean this up. This is actually a relatively large army. Alright, our knights are out here murdering the hell out of people. They're pretty good at their jobs. We're good at fighting. Alright, so hold on a second. The new land that we just took is part of the Duchy of Leinster. Yet we wouldn't be able to create this because you need both the counties here anyway, so there's no sense in worrying about that. Unless we are worrying about it in the sense of taking control of it via violence. So I think that I am, in fact, going to have him just fabricate another claim. He's done an alright job of it so far. Oh, good. He finished his task. Where else is our control crummy? Well, I mean, the brand new place, obviously. Yeah, that's probably a good spot to fix. Well, we're all the way to negative 35, you know? We are going to have to get his war dealt with as well. That's an eventual kind of problem. Oh, right, I'm just sitting here with my armies raised. Disband. Yeah, we have pretty solid income now. I mean, I don't know. This is maybe not like a good number, but it's a higher number than we have had in the past. So here it feels like we could afford to turn up the time scale until the next event occurs. A deviant on the loose. As I retreat to my chambers for the night, I stumble upon one of my guests, Pasjan, in my innermost sanctum, and he's naked, apparently. It is not what it looks like, my lord, he claims. The fact that he is half naked and in the process of bodily defiling my royal scepter, which I think, weirdly, is not a euphemism here, tells me that it is, in fact, exactly what it looks like. It would be very difficult for it not to be. So the option that lowers our stress level will make us a deviant. But I would also gain stress. So how does... I wonder... Right now, we are stressed. I wonder if it tries to apply these values simultaneously, or if things happen in the order they're listed here. So we would go down to 0 stress, and then go back up to 60. So we can just hurl him out of our court. It feels to me like it's a big reaction. Maybe not unwarranted, but big. We could throw him in the dungeon, which will gain me piety for some reason. as I have a fair reason. No one will think me a tyrant. Paston will not enjoy that. He will be displeased. And also, I will expose his deviant secrets to everyone. I don't just learn it myself. I can tell him to not do that again, please. If I do this one, and I gain 250 piety, we could ask for money from the Pope, potentially. Although his opinion of us is still being negatively affected by the last time we asked for money, right? So I don't know if we would necessarily get it. I feel like this is definitely a violation, right? Don't do this to other people's property. But also, if we throw this dude in the dungeon, like, that's gonna have some serious long-term consequences for him, I think. I'm gonna just keep this between us. Dude, you need to not do this again. Go buy your own royal scepter. Deviant indeed. Someone is plotting to kill my wife. I do think that we should stop the villain behind this. I'm a fan of my wife. Schemes. Intrigues. Okay, it is very unlikely that they will successfully kill my wife. And again, I think our dude is doing the best he can on this stuff. Alright, we are continuing to... Uh-oh. A war was lost. Yeah. So, King Philippe has gained some dread. He's imprisoned Prince Robert. Yeah, Prince Robert's a big idiot, so that's fair. What is going on over here? My Earl's fighting somebody. Well, whatever, he won, so I guess it's fine. Oh hey, my daughter-in-law Ermengarde has given birth to a daughter. They failed to murder her before that happened. Since the little one is part of the how do you pronounce that? That's not... Okay, I need to do some research. She should be blessed with a good name. I feel like, generally, children should be blessed with a good name, no matter what. This just seems like basic decency. Let's name her after an ancestor. You know, after Granny Bebin. Oh no! The spouse of your heir, Ermengarde, was murdered by the Queen! It was Petty Queen Constance! Well, that's a problem. Hold on, also, we have an alliance expired. Since Brian and Ermengarde... Oh yeah, yep, the alliance expired on account of Ermengarde's dead now. This is gonna be a problem. To be clear, was this exposed to everyone, or is this information that's just mine? 'Cause... Boy, I have... Okay. Let's read some tutorials for a moment, shall we? While I figure out what to do about this horrible, horrible thing. You're not the rightful liege of a vassal. This will lower their opinion of you and make them give you less taxes and levies. You should strive to be the rightful liege of all your vassals. To do this, you need to hold the title that is one step above them in the de jure. A county tier vassal wants to be under their de jure duchy. Yeah. It's very common to have some vassals that you are not the rightful liege of. There's not much you can do about this, and it's completely normal. Don't worry, it happens to lots of lieges. However, remember to use the grant-vassal interaction to organize your vassals. You can't hold every title by yourself. Watch me. When conquering new lands, you'll often get new vassals of which you are not the rightful liege, so planning your conquest properly can mitigate this problem. Yeah. I'm working on it. I feel like we got here before they told us, and we are currently working on it. Also, tooltip modes. The default tooltip mode is timer lock. Oh yes, actually, I did want to change this. So settings, the game section. Is this not where? Oh, settings. There it is. Tooltip mode. Yes, the middle mouse button to immediately lock tooltips. That seems like the correct way to do that. Okay, so we have a problem. I mean, we have two problems, because obviously now our heir is unmarried. But this is more of a problem is this part. How do I... Then I noticed the other scheme is gone. So was it Ermengarde figured out that Constance was trying to have her killed and started scheming to have Constance killed? If so, I have to say, I think I'm happier that it went the way that it went. No, probably not, because how do I know Constance isn't going to try to kill other people? How do I know she's not going to try to kill me? She doesn't even like me. Oh, I exposed her secret. Yeah, it's not just that I know that she killed Ermengarde. I apparently told people that she killed Ermengarde. Well, that's not great. Should I do something about that? Also, I guess we should, get our son married. So, we have here an opportunity to try to marry in a way that makes a little bit more sense than the slapdash marriages we put together at the beginning of the series. So one thing that people were consistently saying in the comments was that I need to pay more attention to what alliances can be earned through marriage. Passing on good congenital traits obviously is valuable itself, but alliances are potentially important. So this is a thing where it might make sense for me to take a little bit of time looking through these. Yeah, you know what? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call it there for today. I think we're doing a fine job uniting Ireland. Somewhat worse of a job uniting our family, and that is a problem that needs to get solved. So when you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully I'm going to have figured out a way of doing that. I don't want to have to throw my wife in the dungeon. But, maybe we have to throw our wife in the dungeon? I don't know. Come back next time to see if I still think that's a good idea tomorrow. And we'll see you then.